Hello everyone, welcome back to Steampunk Tycoon 2. Today we are going to be continuing theming our Steampunk city, which is actually now starting to look sort of finished. You can see we've got a lot going on, and soon we can start expanding out to this area, which we haven't even got onto yet. So if you didn't see last episode, we made this really cool looking factory from the outside. But my plans are to put a restaurant inside here. Now, I've had a bit of a change of plan since last episode. I don't want a path coming down here out of the roof because I think that will look a bit weird. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fill this in with a roof and walls like the rest of it. Right, there we go. That is looking a lot better, and that also gives us a lot more space to play with inside here. I need to extend these walls out now to cover this stone, and extend them on this side too. I also think I'm going to cover up this black section that we left last time as well. And finally, I want to add just a corner trim. All right, and there we go. I think we've got a finished interior that we can start work on in here. First things first, I want to add a nice wooden floor. So now I want to add some seating. And what I would really like is a really long sofa going all the way along the edge. Let's start by having this made out of some wood. And then I'm going to use these cylinder primitives as a sort of cushion. Then hopefully when I color these all red, this should look like a really nice red bench. Cool, that is looking absolutely fantastic. Okay, now what I want to do is copy this bench so the booth runs all the way along the back wall right up until here. Wow, that is starting to look really cool. I'm really excited how this is turning out. Okay, so now what I want to do is obviously add the tables to go along here. So we can have quite a lot of 4-person tables along this way. All right, and I want these tables to be a sort of sophisticated shiny wood color, and I think that's going to do it really nicely. What if we line these with like a black edge? Wow, that is looking really good. Oh, those tables are looking absolutely gorgeous. Look how slick that looks with all the like black lines running in the same direction. So now we need some support, and I know the exact color that I want to grab to use for this. Oh yes, look at that. That is going to look absolutely awesome. So I want to use the orange pipes that we have been using all around this themed area. And then we can have a couple more circles for some decoration. And then yes, you guessed it, I want some bolts. Now that is looking really good. So I think it's time to do a little bit of decoration on the walls. And these are mainly just going to be pipes and cogs and stuff because, yeah, I think that's just going to look really nice. First of all, let's have a pipe coming up from this corner and then just sort of like along here. It could come straight down, maybe up into the roof. I am just sort of making this shape up as I go along. And I think it would be nice if it just sort of disappeared into that corner. Let me add the famous joining points. Yeah, that looks good. I don't mind that. It's not the best, but I think that's going to add a bit of character to this wall. What I do think this wall needs, though, and we'll see if this is going to be possible, this definitely needs a couple of cogs. Now, just because of how small these are going to be, I'm not really sure if this is going to be possible due to the fact that, you know, it limits us to the amount of pieces in like one cell at once. So if we use that as our center point, hopefully we should be able to create a really nice curve all the way around this. There we go. We haven't hit the part limit yet. We obviously need some spindles or whatever these are called. Spindles, I guess. And in fact, you know what? I think I might just leave this as a wheel instead of adding teeth around the outside and making it a cog. I think if we add a couple wheels, it might look really nice. Let's add another smaller cog downwards and to the right of this. Ooh, idea incoming. Hear me out here. What if we had panels that were like rotated at sort of random angles and then sort of stuck to the wall like this, as though they were sort of like boarded up? Like there'd sort of been holes punched in the walls and they added panels later to cover it up. And then what we can do is we can put bolts at the corners, and that'll make this look really realistic. Yeah, there we go. Those panels are looking really nice. Then we can add on some of these orange bolts. I want to add another light I want to add a light onto this wall. And I want to use this exact bracket design just so we get a bit of coherence. So let me copy this over. This is taking quite a lot of time running back and forth. I probably should have just remade it, but slightly different over here, or at least remade it as close to the original as possible. Okay, we may need to change the color and range of these. Definitely, that is looking really atmospheric. Oh, I absolutely love it. Right, that is looking so good. Cool, so before I add pipes and stuff onto this wall, I'm gonna add the lights first and space them out nicely, just so I know where all the decoration can go. Oh, yes, absolutely. Look at that. That is looking actually insane. The lighting, so good. The spacing worked really well. I will obviously add more lights on the ceiling and over here when we get to it. But for now, what we need to do is start theming this wall over here. First of all, I want to start with one giant cog. There we go. What do we think? That is very nice. Yeah, now I'm going to start adding a couple of pipes along here to fill this in. All right, and there we go. That is this wall decorated with some pipes. I will maybe add a couple of these sort of panels along here, but for now I want to get started on building some chairs. So yes, time to build some chairs, and I'm thinking just to do very simple chairs, but I am going to add a little bit of red padding onto them. So now if I add some bottoms like that, and I add a back sort of like that, yeah, that's looking nice. Then what I can do is literally just grab this base. I'm going to raise it up ever so slightly, and then hopefully if I just grab that color and place it there, yeah, look at that. We've got ourselves a chair. Okay, so I'm going to have to copy this chair 16 times. So I will see you in a little while. And there we have it. 16 chairs have been built. That didn't actually take too long. And this whole area is looking really nice now. I mean, I can just imagine this like being filled with people, and the restaurant just, oh, I'm very excited. And now these walls are all done, I want to add the rest of the lights so that this is not dark all the time. I think 3 along there would look good. Just need some along the top so that the middle isn't so dark. And there we go. That should be all the lighting in this room done. Yes, look at that. Look how moody that is. Oh, I love it. Yes, that is really nice. So there are a couple more things that I want to add. First of all, this is going to be our kitchen area. So I want to have a little door that goes through to the kitchen, and I have got the perfect idea. There we go. Look at that. Oh, and this is the doorway in. Oh, this looks absolutely amazing. I'm loving this. So I want to add a border around the edges, and to be able to do that, I need to add these placeholders as a rotation point to add something. You'll see what I mean in a minute. There we go. I've got it so it covers the entire arch in the middle. Okay, perfect. Yes, look at that. That is exactly the look I'm trying to go for. That's absolutely amazing. So now I've got to try and get this one in the same position at the bottom, and I think that's worked. Why, yes, this is exactly what I was looking for. Let's bring that one snap back, recenter it back to there. And bring the second archway round. And then all I need to do is grab these ones on the side, extend them down so that they end up meeting like this. Oh, look at that. That is so cool. That's literally the exact look that I was going for. Ignore the fact that I've just colored the floor in and the wall. I will put those back later. And I know that we always use orange, but for this one, I don't want to use orange. I want to use a quite light silver, as I think that will look amazing. There we go. I've added some bolts. That's looking absolutely insane. I love this. So I think the finishing touches that we can add around this wall are just a couple more pipes. Something like that. I think that is looking really cool. Now guys, that is all I have time for today. I know we haven't finished in here, but my golly, is this looking amazing. Next episode, we will add some more seating here, and I'm going to add a kitchen, probably. I think that's definitely worth adding. But if you enjoyed today, make sure to subscribe, and I will see you again in the next one very, very soon. Goodbye.